Oh, hello. We're live already. How y'all doing? A little stretch before I play the harp. Don't want to pull something. Playing more on the corinding. I've been focusing on the corinding. A couple other wooden instruments for a couple days, so growing my prowess on the wooden musical instruments, and then later on, I'm gonna resume back in and play some metal musical instruments. I feel it's growing my game already because I'm operating without any saturation. So I think when I go back to playing saturated and more sensitive instruments, things are really going to shine through. But I've been surprised as of late. If you find the specific melodic tones in wood, they're pretty pure. And it's not terribly loud, maybe. Oh, Flying Flurox, how are you doing? How's the harping out your way? I got the microphone right up in my face. You can probably hear my broken nose, or my nose that's been broken many times. It doesn't work very well. And I was corrected this week. I posted a few things on social media, one of me playing this, and I was hitting it and dragging my thumb past. That's actually incorrect. If you hit it, just tap the end. And it seems like on instruments like this, the more you play them, the better they play. Initially, when you first play a corinding, they don't seem to have that same sort of snap to them. So I think there is a break-in period on the wooden instrument. So I'm surprised by how clean the tones are on one. Hey Joe, how are you doing? Interesting. It gives good percussive. Yeah, it does, but it also gives a good bell ring as well if you can hear it. Here's some open close going up. So there's really a lot those wooden instruments offer you for glottis control. See if I can get this rolling. Sometimes I'll have it tapping, and I'm still learning how to play this. I'll have it tapping good, and then I'll make a mistake. I'll move the instrument in a little bit too much, and I'll be tapping it on the back. There's a really specific area it likes to be hit. I'm going to be delving more into playing that. Let's play something steel. Let's play a Morsing. Haven't been playing the Morsing a ton, so. I guess we probably don't need the microphone clear up here. We'll put it back down. So what's everybody playing? What have your focuses for the week been? Hey, Charles Longstaff, how you doing? What harps have been striking your fancy as of late? The Maranzano. Oh yeah, you have one of the juice. I used to call them Giuseppe. They're Giuseppe La Rosa out of Italy makes them very cool. He even forges the reeds on them, and I'll end up playing one of those. I haven't played it in a while. He forges the reeds, and the oil quenches his reeds in oil most of the time from his own olive tree. Going back and forth between Shepherd and the one. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. I made some for a while in butter. I'll show another thing I did that was cool. Oh, hi, Colin Smith. How are you doing? How's the harping? Let's see. We'll play this Maranzano a bit. We have one harp. What's that name behind you with the half frame on the wall behind you? Talking about this one here. This is a half Afghan or asymmetrical Gorka. I'll play that. Maranzano, then I'll play that. Play a bass harp. Oh, I've got bassy harps. Yeah, we'll play that in a second here. Here's a Maranzano. There's a bass Maranzano by La Rosa. Hey, Jess Potter, how are you doing? How's the harping in your neck of the woods? Let's see. Oh, we're going to play an asymmetrical, which is, some of them are pretty, some of the asymmetrical or half Afghan, or I like to call them a half. I need to fix it, tune it though. What harp? Oh, it's cold out your way? Oh, yeah, it's been getting cooler here in Kansas. I think we've been hovering around 21 Friday it was 21 during the daytime. A little bit colder at nights, but today wasn't too awful cold. This is an asymmetrical. Oh, up in Alaska. Oh, and I bet it's getting cold up there. At what point do y'all go into your dark season? Because I think in some places in Alaska, you're going into that dark period of the year. This is asymmetrical. Can't remember if this one draws or not. I bought it and had a big crack. Oh, cool. Oh, your harp had a big crack in it? Oh, that's a bummer, dude. What kind of a harp was it? And where'd you get it from? Might be able to fix it. Oh, you're there. Oh, you're already entered into the dark period up in Alaska. I feel like in the past couple of days, I didn't start my wooden focus for the month of December until a couple of days ago. Just in playing wooden instruments, focusing on them mainly, it's really tightened up my glottis control. Hey, Beb, play a wood harp. Oh, yeah, I do have wood harps. And the few of them I've been concentrating on have been the Kerinding by Abba Adon out of Indonesia. Half-yan, you go right there. I've been playing on the Susap a little bit as well. The Kerinding's a little bit easier for me to play than the Susap. Susap's probably the oldest style of instrument I have in my collection. This is Kerinding. Oh yeah, I've been practicing. I practiced a ton on this while I was watching Donovan, my son, for about 3 hours today. Well, 2 hours of it were a nap, and I snuck a nap in, so that's why I look well rested. The other hour I was playing on the floor with him and also playing this and playing the scratch more as well. So I've had some time, 3 days now to practice on this, and it's getting easier. I don't know if the instrument's flowing easier or if I'm just getting better at striking it, but they seem to operate better when they're used a bit. Now, if you want a Susap, get a hold of Steve Kinwald. You can find him on Facebook, Steev. His last name is Kindwald. He makes the susap in the old school style, and they are a very different mindset to play. This one's by Abba Adon out of Indonesia. Can I play the flight of? I cannot. I don't know what Flight of the Bumblebee sounds like, and I'm really not good at just impersonating songs. Whenever I play stuff, normally it's rhythms and stuff that's just bouncing around in my head. Oh, these? No, this is made out of bamboo. You're not, unless you purposefully try to break it, you're probably not going to break it. He says they're worried about this. Some of these wooden instruments, if you take care of them, are super, super durable. Like I've had these bouncing around in my bag at a festival, well, 2 festivals, and I wouldn't leave a steel instrument to bounce around loose in a bag. So yeah, the wooden instruments are not, especially bamboo, are not, and bamboo isn't even technically a wood. I believe it's a type of grass. Bamboo is pretty durable. Just having this bouncing around in your bag for the most part is probably not going to get broke. When I take it on flights, I pack it a little bit better. Oh, later, Colin. Have a good one. I've got quite a bit of these corindings left. If anybody gets a hold of me, shoot me a message at the Harpery on Facebook or at my email. Man, the glottis on a wooden instrument really pops. It feels like super old and super primitive to play with. How much one of these? I think they're around $40. Might even be less than that. I've had them for like 8 months after I got them from Alba Dawn. I unboxed them and I couldn't play them. I was trying to play it like a kubing, couldn't get much sound out of them. So I thought on it. I'm like, I can't sell anything I can't sell anything if I can't play it, and I can't sell anything if I can't teach others how to play it. So my first step. Then I tabled them. I shelved them for a while. I'd take them to festivals with me and just didn't know how to play them. They were bouncing around with my metal harps. Now I'm starting to get to know how to play them, and I'm starting to be able to start people off on beginner techniques. So I think I will be selling the harps in that collection, but I also got them from Abba Adon, directly from the maker from Indonesia. And if you get one of these, you will just have to accept the fact that you're going to kind of have to relearn things. Playing a steel or brass instrument is a different mindset. Things are a little bit less effort, but if you take up playing a wooden or bamboo instrument, know that that you're going to have to make some adaptations. Where's some other bamboo? Where's my other bamboo harps? Don't know where they be. Like, this is a style. Is this a hone tongue or a kubing maybe? This is a style that's easier to start off on for a bamboo instrument. I haven't played it in a while because you're just flicking it. You're not this one. Oh, hello, Bailey Little. This one you actually have to pop the end of it. It's kind of a feeling, but I'm getting better at that feeling. So I think this is kubing. They're easier to play, I think. But something about this corinding, when you get it rolling, it really rolls, and the tones are really clear. And in fact, I really got to play my Yeah, anytime somebody said that they started playing on their lips more and they got better with the lip playing, and then they're playing off your teeth suffered a bit. Anytime you kind of hone in on one skill set, some of the other skill sets might lag behind a little bit. But one thing I found that with branching out on techniques is that it opens up your mind. So just from playing this the past few days and a couple other wooden musical instruments, I'm taking the things that I'm doing on them and I'm taking them back over to the brass and steel instruments, and it's really paying off as well. So it's always good to grow your game because it's so easy to fall into just one central rhythm and just doing one thing. Play something I'm not good on. My susap playing still needs a lot of work. Susap is old school. This is still played in Papua New Guinea, and Steve Kinwald, the maker of these, they believe he's traveled down there. He's also handled museum pieces as well of very old instruments. He says this design dates clear back to the Stone Ages. Before I forget, thanks a lot. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't plan. Hey, Mr. Potter or Jess Potter. Yeah, thank you so much for that compliment. Yeah, for now, I'm not going anywhere. I enjoy harps and I enjoy sharing what I'm learning. I like to do tutorials while I'm learning thing. Yeah, when I get my next. Oh yeah, but also in your next harp, it's going to grow your skill level too, so that's good as well. This is Susap, and it's a string tapped. Your thumb's actually a fulcrum on it, and I'm gonna make myself look bad because I'm not. I am a master of nothing on the Susap, but did yes, I did. I also returned your email. That harp wasn't fixable. Well, I mean, you could fix. That looks like a trophy or Grover. If you fix it, your fix is going to cost more than the harp. So I would trade up to a better harp. But I did put a link to the website. And there's many other places you can find Pokin harps as well. Amazon as well sells Pokins. But yeah, a Pokin is a huge step up from that, from a trophy or a Grover. And if you sent me another email, I probably haven't seen it. I'll have to check one of my email files. I get so many emails that don't always check them. Oh, Joanne, yeah. My problem with playing it was that I wasn't hitting it in the right spot. Joanne says she's not consistent in her training, and I'm not even consistent yet, but I'm getting there better. It's right here, and it's not I was trying to graze across it. Grazing across it actually kind of dampens the instrument if you're popping it right there and bouncing right off. So let it rebound your finger, and my finger, I'm leaving it loose. So my finger isn't held rigid. If I hold my finger rigid, doesn't work very well. Hold your finger so it can snap. Like if you were to just pop it on something and let it rebound, it kind of springs your finger back. So, and I found that a good hold on it works better if your hold is to where the instrument can move as you're popping it. It kind of moves around a little bit and dampens it. Just wondering how much. Very, very much durability. Just like most of your Vargan, your Jerome, your good, decent harps with a good spring steel tongue or titanium tongue like that, you're going to get millions and millions of plucks if you're plucking inward. If you're plucking outward, there'll be substantially less. There is a lot of cool things you can do plucking a harp outward, but I pretty much do inward play. It extends the life of the instrument quite a bit. But yeah, Joanne, it's just a pop right there, and it's just right here, it seems like. And I would practice it without the instrument being up against your mouth, so you can kind of see it and get the feeling of it. And the whole instrument kind of flexes. I don't know if you can see that. The whole instrument flexes just a tad, and you're contacting it for just a fraction of a second. And I think the more you play these, the more flexible, the better they get at flexing. I think also the oils from your hand help the instrument to be on there. I don't know. I'll have to text Adon and see if there's any maintenance on these. I haven't done any maintenance on this, if you're not supposed to oil them or anything, but I believe bamboo's a pretty durable material. We'll go back to steel in a second here. It's another one I've been playing a lot. My son goobered all over this one. This is a scratch and warm. This has unique tonal qualities, not like a harp does, but like when you play it hard, it covers up the melodics, but there's like harmonics within it. Let's see if I can find them. They're in between the clicks. It's really, somebody says it reminds you of, I lost the comment. It is a strange instrument. My son was enjoying it. He clamped his mouth on it, and I would just make the clicks. Hi, I'm from Australia. Everybody just... Oh, how you doing, Boz? Oh yeah, I was gonna try playing the Susap. My Susat playing needs a lot of work. And it's got a kind of a sweet spot, kind of a feeling. I'll probably get it and then I'll lose it. If you get frustrated at all with the Susap, it doesn't play. And you gotta, a lot of times I try holding it too rigid. It has to be like a fulcrum point because the harp needs to come to you and you need to come to the harp. Old form. Sometimes when I'm playing by myself and I don't have the camera on me, I'll get this thing rolling good. And other times, most of the time when I'm in front of the camera, I can't function it well. So. Very old school, very, oh, it feels primitive, but the tones in it are clean when I can find them. There's just nothing that covers them up in a wooden instrument. We'll play a harp here. Modification, which I'm probably going to be giving away this harp for Christmas. I've given away 2 harps in people's packages from orders from the harpery. Just as Christmas presents. This one, I don't know if I'm going to do a drawing or how we're going to do this. This is an aesthetic, but it's been changed. What I did is I took the reed off of here. You can see there's an area that looks like it's polished differently. What I did is I removed the reed. It takes a T something, Torx Security star bit, took the reed off there, and then I actually ground. This harp was above, was it like A? Yeah, it was around A sharp. It was a little bit below an A sharp. And I took it off there and I ground it on a grinder and I thinned it down till I hit G1 sharp, which is basically 2 tunes, A sharp to A down to G1 sharp. I took it down because one thing I've noticed about a lot of the Glazerin is they're really good, but they have a high decay rate. The reed going across there, down there, is a single thickness. So I thinned it down coming up here. Basically a distal taper like what you do on a sword, only I ended it here, and it has a really good sustain. I like the way it vibrates. It really balanced the instrument out. I'm probably going to give this one away on a drawing. I just haven't decided how to do the drawing yet, because I played it probably 20-30 minutes. It is a juicy harp. It has a different feel than the aesthetic normally do. Hey, Jimmy, I just sent you an email about the... Oh, cool. I'll check that tonight, and we square up on it, because the half Afghan I don't believe are on the website yet. I've got a lot of harps that still aren't on the website, but yeah, we'll square up tomorrow on that. But yeah, it plays like a much more expensive instrument because tapers of reeds are always well tapered in this dimension. On a lot of harps, you have a single thickness running down them, so refining the shape of that really makes the instrument play a lot better. So it plays like the aesthetic's already a really good harp for Glazerin. Who modified Glazerin? Oh yeah, it is. It's 2 steps lower. I took it from below an A sharp, A1 sharp, and I took it all the way down to a G1 sharp, and not by weighing it down. Weighing it down makes a harp sluggish. I thinned down on the 3rd plane and tapered it in this dimension, and it really made for a juicy harp. I'm probably going to do a holiday giveaway or end of the year giveaway. I'll probably list it as end of the year giveaway because some people don't celebrate the holidays. Hi from Mexico. I listened to the sound of the jaw harp in the song. Know what the instrument was. Oh, nice. Enjoy your journey. That's such an exciting time to be starting the instrument and figuring everything out. It's like magic going on in your head when you're playing a harp. So enjoy your journey. Maybe you could write down the names of the participants and put them in a bowl. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I've done one drawing for, was it a Glazerin Lighthouse? It was during the summer. So maybe next weekend I'll take down whoever comments. I'll encourage people to comment and share and subscribe. And whoever comments, and I'll have to come up with a challenge of you comment a good story of you on the harp or something. And anyways, do a drawing out of that the following weekend after. Yeah, tapering that down and refining the reed shape really. I missed that one. Thanks, I really enjoyed. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a perfect way of putting it. Somebody says they really enjoyed the jaw harp. They just started and they enjoy connecting with it. Yeah, that's exactly what the harp is. It's a connection with an instrument. It's a dance. You're just a dancing partner with the instrument. So it's kind of 50-50. Anymore, I try to put my ego aside and play the harp how it wants to be played. What else should we have here? Here's one I made. I want to go back to producing instruments, but going into the winter, I'm super busy at work. Hopefully in 2019 or 2020, I can dial back my work. I do heating and air work professionally. I want to get out of it to just harp all the time. Oh, you got a hockey game to go to. If you're playing in the hockey game, be safe. If you're watching it, be safe as well. Oh, the child's being put to bed. It's time we wrap this up. We're almost at 30 minutes, which is about right. An hour is almost too long to the live upload. I've done hours in the past. Maybe here in the future, if I can get started a little bit earlier, we'll do an hour. I'll play one more instrument. I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope the harps are treating you well. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Go out and play the harp for someone. Carry a harp on you. I keep a harp close like a piece. Never know when you can need a harp. Well, this stuff. What should we play for our last? You play the Munop next. Which one? I have a Dernovoy, and I have a Munop style Vargan by Fomenkov, and I also have where are you at? A Babayev. Which one we have? Dernovoy, Babayev, or Fomenkov? I'll wait for your reply. Oh. Not Babayev, Babayev. I'll have to warm it up a little bit. It's cold right now. It's got coconut oil on the gaps and the gaps. It's tight. It's gapped the tightest of all the instruments in my collection. It's gapped tighter than a Mohan is. Because yeah, they're gapped so tight that even coconut oil will stop this reed. Which is what it's doing now. You can hear the decay rates fast. Warm up that coconut oil. Yeah, they're very sparkly, the Babayev are, especially the A2s. gonna stop with that. I gotta play. I gotta play the Dernovoy. I can't get the Dernovoy off the wall without playing it. Happy harping to you, Charles Longstaff. I hope your week and for what's left is awesome. That everyone's staying warm, they're staying safe. We're gonna play the Dernovoy and we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's always such a blessing to have people show up to enjoy the harping. Oh yes, I gotta announce this. The dates have been set for the upcoming NAJH Fest, and I'm doing a video for next week and maybe even tomorrow on it. June 26th through 30th at Carolina Creek, which we're going to be out in the forest, out 12 miles outside of Cottage Grove. It's going to be a 4-day camping retreat where there's camping going to be available. There's going to be showers available. I think there's electrical going to be available near us. And we'll have access to like forest land that we can go out into and we can play harps. And there's going to be classes and workshops and performances. It's going to be different than the last festival because we're all going to be together out in nature. It's going to be a gnarly time. I love y'all. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Adios. Oh yeah, Joe. Joe is a gnarly player. Gnarly like in a good way. I know I don't use the term gnarly correct often. People use it for bad. Whenever I see something that's awesome but weird, I'm like, oh, that is gnarly. Joe's a fantastic player. Love y'all. Adios.